so choppy, and it just has like, it has so much, like, the conflicting tones really grates me. Like, from scene to scene, it's like different films. It's like, this scene here does not set up for this scene over here. It's like the film wasn't communicating with other parts of the film. It wasn't really, like, understanding what the overall plot was or what it wanted to do. It's just sort of like, I want to live in the moment, lol, look at this joke, let's look at this good trailer moment. And the film, it had a lot of jokes, but all the good ones and all the actual funny ones, and not the sexist ones, the actual ha-ha jokes, were put in the trailers, and I mean literally every single one of Barry Allen's jokes were in the trailer. And everyone in the cinema had obviously seen the trailer about 50 billion times, so nobody laughed. It was just a bit awkward. It hurts me. It had so much potential. Like, if you would have told me that a Justice League movie would have, like, opened below $100,000, I'd be like, what, are you crazy? Oh my god, it's gonna get $1 billion easily. No, apparently not. You know, it's only been like a week since it's been out. It could do great, yeah, maybe, probably not. But it's like Joss Whedon was so desperate to put his stupid imprint on this film that he did 1 trillion reshoots. That was not enough time to, like, edit them all together and put the CGI onto it. And it was just like, oh, I don't care what's already in the movie. I want to avenge this up. I want to make it like the fun Marvel Avengers. But DC has like a different thing going for it. So using that humor does not freaking work. Joss Whedon has ruined a lot of things to me in my lifetime. This is another one of them. But I just want to say, right, Warner Brothers, you watch Avengers Age of Ultron, you know, you see that film with your own eyes, and then you think, oh my god, let's get the man that directed and, like, co-wrote this for, like, to fill in for our Justice League, our big building up to film, because that's clearly a great idea, and, like, Joss Whedon has never done anything wrong ever. Just... no, you would just, I feel like you'd see Age of Ultron and be like, don't let this man near superhero films ever again. Even, like, the first Avenger film wasn't, like, fantastic. It was, you know, it was good, but, like, it could have been better, you know? It wasn't what I wanted, but just Joss Whedon, man. Don't let him do your superhero, like, group films. And don't let him reuse the same sexist joke in your Justice League movie when he's already used it in an Avenger movie. Just don't let him do anything. Fuck me. I'm getting very flustered about it. Just... and just the directing was, like, purposely sexist towards Wonder Woman. Like, when she'd just, like, be walking around in her civilian clothing, all her, like, clothing, first of all, was, like, low cut, hello, look at the boobs. And then when she'd be looking at something in the distance, they'd put her butt center frame in, like, these tight pants, because, like, why not? Like, I can't see what's happening. What is she looking at? I don't know, because all I can see is her butt. You know, that could have been Snyder. That could have been Joss. Who freaking knows? But I'm just... Thanks for that. And then you just have the upskirt shots. And then you just have the shots that really, really annoyed me and just took me out of the film, was when it was, like, in the middle of a big battle, and it did this, like, in all the big Justice League battles. Like, the camera would turn to Diana, she would stop like mid-fight, like as if she was frozen in time. The camera would be facing down on her, and she sort of like look over with like a smirk, and her like fully made face, her hair that's not even blowing, there's no like wind or anything, she is a perfect picture frame, and she like smirk off to like Batman, who's like in the corner, and it's be like, what? Who in a battle just stops and like to do a little like, oh, I'm smiling, look at my lipstick, my red lipstick. And I went back and I looked at Wonder Woman like screen caps, and she like is wearing so much more makeup in Justice League than Wonder Woman. Like, it's just, even just like small things like that, man. It's just in a battle. Like, why wouldn't she be fighting? Why is she just stood there like, ah ha ha, my bat boy. Oh yes, this old man in a bat costume is so great. Ha 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 ha. Just, it really just, and the camera looks down on her, and these things are done purposely. It's not like a whoopsie daisy, the camera just happened to look down on Wonder Woman like several trillion times. Like, I have studied these camera angles in class, and they're all done for a purpose. just thanks everybody. Thanks Snyder, thanks Josh. I'm gonna assume that these were Joss, because they all look these shots look very like similar to one another, like they were done in the reshoots, because it looks very like, wow, yeah, action, cuts to Wonder Woman going, huh. Like, obviously that's not a like insult on Gal Gadot, like it's not her fault that the script wasn't sure what it was doing, or that the director was like, and now look like this, and she's like, what, oh, okay. I mean, clearly Gal didn't get much say in what happened, because they used frigging body doubles for the Flash boob planting into her. Just why? The thing that annoys me is, right, obviously, you know, sexism is bad. There's a problem with sexism in superhero films. You look at Marvel, look at DC, even look at, like, Power Rangers, which they give them, like, boobs on the suit. Like, all superhero films have this, for some reason, this sexist problem. But then DC does a really great step in the right direction with Wonder Woman. They get a woman in front of the camera and behind it. You know, they like set an example almost, and that film, you know, has its problems, and there is like still obviously sexist moments. Wonder Woman, like, why is she wearing a dress to fight? But, you know, baby steps apparently. So you do all this, and you show like Diana being this great like kick-ass woman who's like doesn't give a shit, you know, she is herself and stuff, and then you like, and you show us what we could have. You show us what we could have, and how like women, you know, can be properly like presented, and like just not the love interest, oh my god, in films. And then you go, oh hey, you liked Wonder Woman? Let's not do that again. Let's take 20 step backs, and in fact, let's hire the guy that just kept sexualizing Black Widow in the Avengers. Like, it makes it so much worse that it just happened after Wonder Woman, because as well now I am so much more aware of these things after watching Wonder Woman, because, you know, after a while, and it's bad to say this, you kind of, like, not willingly, but you get used to all the sexism in superhero films, and like just in the superhero community as a general. And then it like shows the film like, yeah, we don't need that, you know. Here is her like, they said like the thigh ripple, like you have that, you have her like just doing her like battle things, and you're like, oh hey, look at my mascara. Oh, Justice League. I have a whole page just full of angry things, and again, I didn't hate this film, it just there's more things that I could yell about like about Justice League, then I can compliment it, you know. It had some really like great moments in between the that's how I'm referring to the film now, because that's what it was, you know. It was just screaming over each other constantly. And just, I think again now, what was the plot? What was the plot to Justice League, you know? It had like several things going on, and like whatever happened, it entertained me, but it was sort of like, we're gonna build up a league who maybe, you know, serve justice, and we're gonna get Superman back now, and we're gonna not put these boxes together, but we're gonna dig a box up, and then oh shit, we put the boxes together, and oh crap, there's CGI villain man, and oh crap, there's fish people, oh crap, there's battle women on an island wearing bikinis for some reason, and oh my god, there's really bad CGI, just whole areas that I don't really know what's happening. Also, Alfred's there. Just, yeah. One thing I say I will liked was how like insulting the film was to Batman, and I like Batman. You know, Bruce, he's a good egg, but I really liked that they pointed out he is just an old man who is rich and wears a bat suit that is not very sensible. Like, how can he move in that thing? Ben Affleck just sort of wobbles around. That's not a good enough suit to fight in. Like, get some like, I don't know, let's say latex. That's not the word I wanted. Spandex is what I wanted. Just, but I like that they were like, hey, this guy's human. Like, we can take a beating. He can clearly friggin' not. His shoulder like popped out of place. You know, just, I think it'll be like, it's setting up very soon. Very, very soon that Batman's gonna retire. You know, Ben Affleck is gonna retire as Batman. And, you know, you could get all these other people in to be Batman, or you could get Batgirl in as the replacement. That'd be just so much better. And if you're gonna get Batgirl in and do her a solo film like is planned, don't let Josh Whedon do it. I keep calling him Josh. Joss Whedon do it. The man doesn't understand what women are. He doesn't understand. I mean, if anyone doesn't know, he wrote a script for Wonder Woman that leaked online recently. It was not a good script. Get Barbara Gordon, please. Yeah, just get anyone that, get more female representation, I would say, and maybe less angsty men. Less angsty old men. It's less angsty millionaires being like, oh, it's so hard to be me. That was weird. I'm sorry. I'm getting very emotional at this. Why must it be like this? I'm just. So, on the topic of things not making sense, what was Aquaman's purpose in this film? Like, what was his character? Because it was like, hey, I'm the big scary dude that talks to fish. And then it was like, hey, I'm the funny dude, but that's also Barry, but that's also like Cyborg now for a second. Like, he didn't have a like one set personality. Neither did Cyborg, really. Cyborg seemed to be very much fighting against himself. It sort of felt like he had a split personality, and like Victor was like 1 minute this like really serious robotic personality, like so stiff, you know, I am a bit emo because, you know, this thing is keeping me alive and I'm not like fully human anymore and like all that emo stuff. And then 1 minute is like, oh my god, I'm in the Justice League, I'm funny now. Touch me down, Barry. It was very much like they said, Barry Allen is the humour of this. Oh, Barry Allen got a really good reception in like trailers and stuff. Let's make everyone the humour and just like the funny character who makes clips constantly. That's not what we wanted. Cyborg should have been brought into the live Titans show instead of being shoved into Justice League. I mean, it would have been okay if he was in Justice League, like if they like kept in everything that was originally intended. Clearly he had a much bigger part of this film when it was like first like filmed or like first written, and I reckon they just sort of stripped it all back to make it like a quirky 2-hour film with lots of weird sexist jokes towards Wonder Woman. Yeah, surely Cyborg is more known for Teen Titans. Who fucking knows, man? I feel like it would have made more sense for like anybody but Cyborg to be in Justice League. I really think you just sort of had him there, didn't they? Because like his origin story sort of linked into the plot a little bit, but then it sort of got edited differently. So it's sort of like, oh, he's here now. Also, he can sort of like tell us anything we want, and he's just, I mean, he seemed to sort of be there for like a quick plot fix, like, oh my god, I need to know this, I can tell you. Oh my god, this thing needs to move, I can do that. Just, he's sort of like Vision in Avengers, and I don't mean to keep comparing it to Avengers, but when you have a film that's just like a group of superheroes, and that's been done, you know, recently by Avengers, and also you take the director of the Avengers 1 and 2 and put it in to Justice League, it's gonna get comparisons. Souls can't spell Justice Hal League Jordan without Hal Jordan. Again, I wish that people not watching live could read the live stream comments because they are beautiful. They should have had lanterns in. They should have had like just at least one. Should have got Ryan Reynolds back. Could you imagine? Would Ryan Reynolds say yes to being Green Lantern again? Would he? Would he do it for the paycheck, or would he not cheat on Deadpool like that? I feel like he'd just do it to troll and be like, this is gonna be bad. I do love the idea of Batman just like normal human dude just running around a bunch of like superheroes who have really incredible powers, and he can sort of wobble, you know? He's got more of a neck now. I think his power in this film was having, you know, more, be able to like turn his head without like hurting. My favourite scene from Bruce was when he was talking to Superman, and Superman was like, did you bring me back? You know, could you bring me back because you liked me? He's like, I don't not like you. Bit gay. I ship it. I ship it. I love that my favourite scenes in this film are just me being like, well, I can pull this out of this. It probably doesn't mean that, but I can also pull this out of it. Oh, I like this bit now because of what I made up in my head about it. Did I go through all my list of yelling? Because I yelled. I yelled. Oh my god. I'm just... Do you bleed? Oh my fucking god! Do you fucking bleed? Right, this is a moment that I feel like it shouldn't have been in the film, but I'm very happy it was, because it was just like so funny. It's sort of the thing that you'd expect to see in a parody video of Justice League. Do you bleed? And And I was really hoping he'd say it, and he said it, and I was like, ah, ah. I feel like I was watching like Brooklyn Nine-Nine for a second, just being like, oh my god, I freaking, oh god, I appreciate Clark Kent for everything he's worth. I just, oh my god. Yeah, this film felt very much like it had seen a lot of other superhero movies and was like, oh, we should do that, oh, we should do that, oh, we should do that, and just sort of like compiled it all together in a formula that didn't really work. And that's not even just like Marvel movies. I mean, I feel like it took from Wonder Woman, was like, oh, let's get Wonder Woman things in here, tropes that worked, oh, and then just ruined them. Abby just said, I just followed a Daily Riverdale account and I hate myself. Unrelated, Riverdale, completely different to the Justice League. But I appreciate your self-loathing. Just quickly switching to Riverdale. Who's a Black Hood? Also, I really enjoy Riverdale when everyone's sad. It makes me happy. It makes me happy with all the characters in that show are unhappy. Do a rip it up, ship it with Justice League and Riverdale. I don't think that CW Riverdale and Justice League are things that ever need to go near each other. While both probably have things in common, like being a bit angsty and not worth it, no, would be my answer. By the way, if you haven't seen, I did a Rip It or Ship It Once Upon a Time edition, season 1 to 6, recently, that you can go and check out somewhere. It's probably will be linked up there after the stream. Just side note, that video I filmed before season 7, so I didn't have any idea that some of the characters I pulled out were going to be back in the show. I also had no idea what the show would be in season 7, and I was very optimistic then, and now I'm like, alright, I'll watch it, but I'm not happy about it. How do I always get back to Once Upon a Time on the stream? Oh my freaking god. And now I've seen Justice League. That is the end of the superheroes films for the year, I'm pretty sure, unless there's like ones that are coming out, but I don't care about them. So I want to do my top superhero films of 2017 because I am a fucking dickhead, apparently. And this is a list I've put a lot of thought into, and it's changed. And obviously, Justice League is not on this list at all. I want to give a shout out to Power Rangers before I start. Power Rangers is a good film with lots of cutesy domestic moments that I appreciate, and you should watch Power Rangers. Never watched it as a kid really, but it's a good film. Just not like better than Spider-Man and stuff. Abigail thought you were Connie. I could be Nuderella. Look, I'm wearing pink. I have, you know, not pink hair, but, you know, I could try and be, like, cutesy and not angry about life. What does Nuderella do that I don't? That's the question, really. Hey. Number one on my list, which is coming from me, person who doesn't like Thor 1 or 2, coming from a person who doesn't like Thor. No, I don't like it. I didn't care at all, you know. Number 1 is Thor Ragnarok. Yeah. If you watch my, like, original... I'm talking about the Avengers when I first watched the Avengers, like 2 years ago on my channel. I was talking about each of the Avengers, and I just forgot to mention Thor. I just completely forgot about him because, you know, he's there. I know he's there, you know. I know he's an Avenger. I just didn't really care. I didn't have much to say about him. Like, what? He's the guy with blonde hair and related to Loki. that was it. So, you know, Thor Ragnarok took this character and like the whole world of Thor that I didn't give a shit about. Even Loki, I was like, oh yeah, Loki's cool, but he isn't like amazing, oh my god, you know. And like, I love Chris Hemsworth, and like, I like the cast of Ragnarok, and like, took it, and it was like, hey, I'm gonna change your whole viewpoint on Thor, and I'm gonna make you really, really love it with really great humor and like a good story and great characters and like giving actual screen time and character development to friggin' Bruce Banner, which I was over the moon for. And it blew me away. I loved it. Just, even if you don't like Thor or like anything like that, just watch Thor Ragnarok. I don't think you need to watch the first 2 movies to do so, because they do a little play at the beginning of the film that sort of sums up the last 2 Thor films. So you don't need to watch any of them. I mean, everyone knows who, you know, like the Hulk is and who Thor is. There's no like big whoa. I mean, there's some jokes you will get if you've watched Avengers 1 and 2, but apart from that, you're fine. Number 2. I'm just seeing that Vicky's put in the chat. Tom Holland. Yeah, number 2 isn't that either. Number 2 is Wonder Woman. Shout out to Diana. I feel like I am betraying my boy Peter Parker. I am so sorry. Yes, Wonder Woman did, but like no films have done before. Just, I mean, films have tried to, like, they've been female superhero films, but they've just never, and it's nice to have a female superhero film, led superhero film, you know, on both sides, in, like, a modern superhero cinematic universe. It was good. And I really like Steve Trevor, and I didn't know much about Steve Trevor going in, but now he belongs at a place in my heart. And the end scene, it was sad. I mean, everyone's seen Wonder Woman by now, haven't they? I'm going to spoil it real quick. When he, like, in the plane, spoilers, it reminded me of Captain America First Avenger, obviously, but, like, not that, like, it was, like, straight for screen. I just sort of really liked Steggy, so it's sort of like watching that, but again, for me, not that that's the reason why it is number 2, it's a good film. I liked a lot of people in it, and you should watch it, but the 3rd act was decent, alright, the villain was the weakest part of the film, but everything else was cool, and it looked really great. Number 3 is, it's Spider-Man Homecoming, what a surprise, oh my god. Right, the reason why Homecoming is not like 1 or 2 in the list is because, I mean, first of all, like, Wonder Woman Ragnarok did was like, oh my freaking heck, mind blown, oh my god, I am crying, I love this so much. Homecoming sort of like, it took a story that I knew and loved, it took an actor that I knew and loved, hi Tom Holland, it took a character that I have spent my whole life loving and made like a good film out of it. Like, it didn't have to work hard for me particularly to make me like the film, you know. I feel like I would have liked this film anyway, because, you know, it's a Spider-Man film, and just my boy Peter Parker, let's just pop him here, he can watch over us. You know, this made me feel like I hate Spider-Man Homecoming. I didn't. I really like Spider-Man Homecoming. Please get stabbed somewhere else. That was a siren, if you didn't hear it. I hope you heard it, otherwise it sounds like I'm being very violent. It was a really good film, you know. I really loved Iron Dad and the whole relationship that Iron Man had with Spider-Man. I loved Tom Holland as Peter. I loved Zendaya's character, MJ. It was really good, but it was sort of a story that, although not the origin, you know, like, everyone sort of knows it, so it wasn't like, out of this world, I have been blown, have my eyes in a box, Disney. So, you know, But I feel like if like Ragnarok hadn't have been like that good, it would have been like higher. It's just that Ragnarok changed my viewpoint on like Thor as a character. But yeah, Homecoming was really freaking good. And if say like it was like the second best Spider-Man film, only because 2002 Spider-Man has like a place in my heart that I love so goddamn much. But Tom Holland is the best Peter Parker by far. And if you haven't seen Homecoming, you should watch it. Do it. And if you're not watching it because of like the Avengers shove-in and like Iron Man, he's in it for like 6 scenes. Get over it. I am violent. Number 4 is Logan. You happy now, Abby? I've mentioned Logan. You happy? X-Men. Logan is a lot higher than like most people's superhero of the year lists. And the reason why he's just not higher, that he as a person is not higher, the film was in like general isn't higher, is because it's my number 1, but 4 is alright. Yeah, let me explain myself, Abby. I'm not a big fan of X-Men, as general, and like I'm very late to just like the X-Men like films in general, so like most people have been sort of like growing up with Wolverine as a character, but I haven't. So this film, right, is a great superhero movie, which is how like most people describe that it's a good superhero film, but like an alright film. But it was also a great film. Like it wasn't, to me, it wasn't even like it was a superhero film. It was just like a good old-fashioned Western family thing that made me cry so goddamn much. Hugh Jackman though, Hugh Jackman was freaking great in it. This film was like superb, one of the best X-Men films, if not like the best. It had just like so many moments that just like ripped my heart out and like stand on it, and it's just like a like surprisingly like brilliant film, and I'm just so happy that Fox has the rights to X-Men. I stopped thinking I was real, and it's like I just like forgotten X-Men existed. I haven't seen Logan yet. I love Hugh Jackman. I won't spoil Logan then, because if you haven't seen it, but just know that it's like it's not even like a superhero film. You haven't got to see any of like the other X-Men films really. It's just, oh my god, it's just so heart-wrenching, and just it's like a perfect end to like Wolverine's story. And like I'm saying, I'm so happy that Fox has the rights to X-Men, and like rather than like Disney also getting the rights to X-Men, because it means not only do we get like more lost my train of thought, like more superhero films and stuff, and that means there's more competition, so that each studio will fight to be better because of the competition. But it also means like we get to see like more characters. Like look at DC, right? They own all the rights to all their characters, so that means you're only going to see the really popular DC characters. You're going to see your Batmans, your Supermans, and just and all of these people, and you're not going to see any like the lesser but really great characters in a DC film. And it also means that DC isn't really competing with anyone on the DC front. They're sort of gonna like stick to the same sort of formula, sort of like, and they're all like gonna be sort of like linked together and stuff. But with like Fox owning Marvel characters, they want to stand out from Disney and Marvel, like Marvel Studios like films. So they're trying this whole new like, let's do genre films. That's gonna be cool. Yeah, I gotta go make a cup of tea and drink Peaky Blinders. Enjoy the rest of your stream. I'm almost done. I'm just ranting about Logan. So I'm happy that Fox owns the rights, and never sell them to Disney. Please, never do that to yourself. So I just don't think that it would work though with like Robert Downey Jr. and Iron Man and stuff. Like they're just such like different conflicting universes. It'd just be so weird. But yeah, Logan was great. And then last but not least, it's Lego Batman. And I feel kind of bad for like leaving Guardians of the Galaxy out. But you know, Guardians of the Galaxy, just, it was good film. He may have been your father, but he wasn't your daddy. Fantastic line. I wasn't hyped for it. It's like I wasn't hyped for Logan, but Logan was like superb. And then it's just sort of like oh, this happened. Oh my god, yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy, Marvel, right? Oh, end credit scene. And then I was like, alright, I'm done. I'm not thinking about it again, really. But Lego Batman, man, was just, it's just, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. I got see in the background, I got a free poster out of Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Can you see it? That is my main plus about the film. Free things. Lego Batman was just like the best Batman film, arguably. One. I actually do have 2 spare posters of the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 that you know, Vicky, you can have one. Anyone else that I might see in the near future can have one as well. Hit me up. I'd do a giveaway, but I can't afford that shipping. So yeah, anyone who knows me and wants a Guardians of the Galaxy 2 poster, I am happy to donate that to you. I keep getting very distracted from my points. But yeah, like a Batman, it's just great. It's like a parody of Batman. It's very self-aware. And it's like, what the fuck, man? Stop. And like, Batman was like, I am annoying, like, to himself. Well, I don't know about that, but you know what I mean. And Robin was there. Robin was adorable. And you had Alfred fully being like, this man and all of his bullshit. I've got to deal with so much bullshit. I think my only problem with Lego Batman, which is how it was resolved at the end, but you know, it's a kids film. It's gonna be resolved in a very way, with them all joining heads and the Joker and Batman just realizing that they have like some weird chemistry. But I really liked it, and my favourite line of Lego Batman was Iron Man sucks, and that's what all films need, just shade to Iron Man. I say that Iron Man is my favourite Avenger. I love him with all my heart, and if he gets hurt in Infinity War, I will hurt all of you. Violence is what you need. The Suicide Squad shade. Oh my god. Suicide Squad. Don't even talk to me about that film. Genuinely though, what was the plot to Suicide Squad? Like, you have Justice League, which has like a plot. But it sort of has like a start, middle and end, you know. They're stopping this guy from getting the boxes, the weird cardboard boxes of death and CGI man and woohoo, we're a team now, woohoo. But Suicide Squad was sort of like, why didn't we just call Batman or like Superman and say, no, we must do this illegally. We must call the Suicide Squad. I mean, the film had like great characters, but like, what the frick? Gotta fight Kara with villains. Oh, and the Joker's there. If the Joker was the main like protagonist, yeah, main like villain, antagonist. I forget how to speak English. Which means the main villain of the film, like villain, you know, like, of that film, it would have worked so much better. But having him just be there like, I'm here now, oh crap, and then he died for like 10 seconds, it's like, I'm back baby. Just, that film made me very angry because the Joker and Harley thing just pissed me royally off. Also, is she called the Enchantress? I'm still confused by Kara being an actress. Yes, she was the Enchantress. She just sort of belly danced like that for a while. Not sure what her powers were. I remember she showed Harley like her dream life, and I was like, what? Yeah, I don't know what that point was. Feel like you could have called Superman. He'd be a lot more valuable than like all like 6 of them, was it? Also, Katana. This is Katana. She's got my back. but I'd avoid being stabbed by, what was it? I want the actual line, because the actual line that introduces Katana and skips over her entire backstory is the fucking most ridiculous thing. Katana. Is it gonna... Suicide. So it sounds very bad. I was saying skill when this is Katana. Quote. Just, that film had like so much potential to it, and it just, cause like nothing like that's been redone before, and just and like you could have made a good film out of like the Harley Quinn origin story or the Katana origin story, but no, no, because apparently that's not what we want in life. Katana. Right, here's the official origin of Katana, where she doesn't say anything and she just walks into plane like the third act of the film. This is Katana. She can my back. She can cut all of you in half with one sword stroke, just like lowering the lawn. Looks like lowering the lawn. I would advise not getting killed by her. Her sword chaps the souls of its victims. What a half-arsed way to bring such a complicated character into a fucking film. They just... Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure Katana was like in Arrow on CW, and like she was like there for like one episode, and they did that character better than friggin' Suicide Squad, a big budget friggin' movie. Honestly, Arrow has had an episode called Suicide Squad, and it's had most of the characters in the Suicide Squad film, apart from Harley Quinn and like the Joker, obviously. And they have like done all of those characters a lot better than Suicide Squad did them, and that just... Also, side note, the Earth Mightiest Heroes cartoon did Age of Ultron better than Avengers Age of Ultron. The guy can hack into the internet, he just turned off the Iron Man suits. It's okay. I am learning to live with this pain. I should probably go before I lose the will to live any more than I already have. And just before I go, I just want you to know that this is Katana. She's got my back. Insert Katana here. This is a live stream, I can't edit this. Just... All in all, go watch Thor Ragnarok, go watch Wonder Woman, watch Justice League if you want, you know. If you like DC, if you like the characters in it, I'd say watch it. If you don't really give a shit, don't watch it. You're not missing much. Sort of Superman comes back. Surprise. That's what happens. That is the point of the film. Also, Bruce flirts with Diana quickly, but that never gets really touched on. Yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. Click subscribe down there. I'm really bad at ending all videos in general. Never know what to say. Can I add annotations to this bit? Probably. Click there to do stuff. Yeah. And goodbye. How do I end this stream? Oh. Goodbye. Thanks for joining me, Vicky, my #1 fan.